Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 19 Season 1. And I hate to do it guys, but I think it's time for us to sell the horses. And here's why. I've been messing with them a bit, and to be honest, this is like 4 days worth of riding, and this is how far I've gotten. I paid $5,000 for them, and I'm going to get $22,000 for them. So 22.7, so about 45,000, and I paid 10. So I'm gonna make 35,000 out of this. That's a pretty good investment. So I am going to do this. Oh, I didn't do it. Gotta do this, this, and then this. Confirm. The reason being is we're saving up some money because today we are going to be working with the lumber industry. That's right, I want to see how I guess specifically the logging, how the logging industry works in Farming Simulator 19. I want to see what it's capable of. You can open the covers. Oh, it opens the back up. Hey guys. Don't mind my driving, I'm just kind of admiring. You probably saw there that field, it was like half, or not even half. It was kind of partially finished growing, and it's in really weird spots, and to be honest, I wish I could tell you why it did that. I have no idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell them back, and we're going to confirm it like so. And I'm actually going to sell this trailer, and I'm going to sell the horse farm. Just my choice. I don't want to deal with them anymore. It was cool riding them around, especially when you got into the bugs, like I showed at the end of the video. I was having a lot of fun messing with that, but really, you got to ride them for maybe, it's like 6-7 minutes, maybe close to 10 minutes per horse, every single day. And just ride. Doesn't matter what you do with them, just put them in run and just let them go. And that's it. There's no skill involved, no nothing. That was a sign. Oops. So we're just gonna sell off some of our things here. Call it good. Yes, sell. Made 14,000 there, which is pretty good. And then we're gonna sell our horse enclosure as well. We're gonna take a hit on it basically. Trying to think. I think I paid about 90,000 on it, and I'm gonna get about that out of it. So I pretty much broke even on the horses. Is what it comes down to. I could have kept them, I suppose, for another day or two, but I just don't want to. I saw it. There we go. So this is going to leave a funny spot over here. Yeah, just a bit. But I guess I can still mow it, right? That's always a plus. So we're going to be looking at, like I said, forestry machines. Specifically, I want to look at the John Deere ones. We've used the Ponzi Scorpion King before. I want to use the John Deere version, and I want to see what it's like. It's a little bit different, and that's okay with me. I don't think I really need the chains or anything on it. I mean, it all looks cool and everything, but is it really worth the money? I mean, you'd probably go with the tracks, but that's an extra 7,000. I'm not going to do that. So let's buy this guy. We're actually not going to have enough money here. I don't think I have... No, I don't have much milk remaining. Let me look here. Where are my tankers that I own? That doesn't haul anything we want. Actually, there is no spot on the map to sell manure, so I can't do that. I do have belts in here, by the way. I did add those. And the cows are producing quite a bit. You can see here that I don't know if the trees are fully grown, but they are another stage higher, so it's going to be time for us to harvest them. And I think what I'm going to do for now, I was going to get a truck, but I think I'm just going to get the trailer for now. And what I want to do is I want to haul things, or I want to haul the logs as complete as possible like I've done in the past. In order to do that, we're going to want the big trailer, the timber runner, and I'm just going to put a dolly under it. That'll let me pull things around without having the semi-tractor, which I don't want to use right now. Look at this guy. We'll see how it works. It's a little bit different setup, so we'll see how it works. Let's see. We need forestry equipment. And we're going to get the timber runner. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to get the wide tires. Definitely worth the $600. And then we need a dolly. Dollies. And here we're also going to go for the wide tires. And there we go. And we can always sell the dolly at a later date if need be, although it is kind of nice to have that so you can pull around these trailers. Come on. Nice. Alright, this should work really well. I just can't drive because I'm not watching where I'm going one bit. Here. This is easier. Now we can see where we're going. We're not distracted. By the way, don't worry about the tracks going through the field. I have honestly no idea what happened. I was definitely not distracted driving. Definitely wasn't. Definitely was not watching YouTube videos and stuff while doing off-camera farming work. Definitely not. Not a chance. But yeah, I have no idea why that little tiny bit there is grown and then that's grown and then it changes over there. When I planted the whole field at the same time, it just popped up really weird, I guess. So I guess the goal here is we're going to want to park this guy over here. Kind of like so, and then we can drag the trees over here and debark them and put them in here, right? So let's get, there she be. So as far as I remember, okay, yeah, so this turns as well. Let's see here. Let's get out of the cab. Oh, there's the other view too. Oh, that tilts there. Okay. That extends. That does this. Okay. And this guy. Aha. And there's our... Okay. Okay. Interesting. So we can go all the way up to 8 meters. I think the speed on this guy is about the same. Definitely has a wider platform. Like, I feel like it wouldn't crash as easily. Oops. I'm kind of looking at the wrong thing instead of actually driving it. Okay, so that does that portion up and down. And then we've also got the side to side. Oh, that's an interesting setup, and that's the extension. Yep, yep. Okay, fair enough. Seems pretty easy. This is a nice view. You actually get a lot of visibility in this guy. But the real question is, nope, I do not want that view. The real question is how well does it work? So we are going to find that question out. Like I said, we've used the Ponzi numerous times. I just want to see how this thing functions. Alright, so we need to turn the harvester on. To be fair, we have not used any of this stuff yet. So if I do this, did it grab it or no? I don't actually know if it really did. But the goal here is we're going to, let's see here. Try to pull the tree this way, kinda. And then I want to swing it around. Alright, so we gotta raise it up with this guy right here. There we go. Alright, so let's see how well this works. I did that way too far. So let's try dropping it down into there and do the next one. That kind of worked. I don't have a good way. I guess I could get the log thing for the telehandler and try to load that up. Maybe that'll make it easier. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep trying to load this up, and I'll bring you guys back in when we've got a load of it, and we'll see just how many trees we have here. I don't actually know. Alright guys, as you can see, I really haven't taken many trees off, but it's kind of getting cluttered over here, and I just want to see if I can use the bale fork here to try to get some of these logs where they should be. I don't know if I'm going to be able to lift this guy up and get it in there where I want it to be. Because that's, I don't really want it way up in the air like that. There we go. That I'm okay with. So what about this guy? Can I just pick him up? I guess so. I mean, the difference is I don't have the clamp. But tines seem to work just fine, the bale forks. I do want to push this guy off the front here, if possible. Oh. Or am I gonna have to pick it up? I don't know if that one's gonna go backwards at all. We might just have to leave it as is Let's see if we can straighten this one out, and then maybe call it good enough. And we'll, I don't know if I can, I don't know what I can do with this one. He's kind of wedged in there, isn't he? Maybe from the other direction? Oop. Caught the trailer. I mean, I suppose if I can get it. Ooh, that almost fell out. There we go. Hey, I knew I could push it around enough. Alright, so let's try to pick this guy up. We'll center it. Probably be off to the left just a little bit. Actually, no, the right side, because that's where the bigger chunk of the trunk is. Don't mind the fact that I just stuck those tines into the tractor tire. I'm sure the tractor tire will be just fine. Oh, I moved too fast. Dang it. Hate when I get ahead of myself like that. What now? You know what? I'm gonna call that close enough. I'll probably get better at loading this stuff if I keep doing it. I also kind of want to see what it would take to run it through the shredder. Because the shredder might be easier to haul than to deal with this guy. Let's put the belt on it. Hope that everything holds on. And then actually I guess we're going... Let me look at this. So if you've got sawdust, it can go to the sawmill. But it doesn't actually specify logs. And actually if I go back into there, our sawmill is going to be way up there. Oh man, we're going to have to take... We're going to have to take the super windy road, aren't we? Well, I hope I have this thing loaded up properly. I can see why you would want a semi-tractor then, because you gotta go a long ways to make this work. You could put... Ooh, it's kind of tippy. You could put quite a few more logs on there, I guess. Make shorter trips, but I just want to see what is it worth. If it's not worth much money yet, maybe we'll let them grow some more if I get a little taller. But I would like to use this money for something quite fun and entertaining, I think. Oh gosh, this tractor is not heavy enough for this load, and I wanted to put more logs on there. Well, I guess I'm gonna try to track up that way, and I'll meet you guys up at the sawmill when I get there. Well, it didn't take quite as long as I thought it would. It handled pretty well, actually. So let's see how this sells here. 'Cause this, like I said, this wasn't many trees, really. Is this not the sell point? Oh, 30,000 for a load of wood? That actually isn't that bad. I could put a lot more on there. We've probably got a couple 100,000 in that wood sitting there. Makes me wonder, what does it cost to get 88,000 or 64 for that one? That was the one I was using because it was kind of nice and you could chop them up into little bits and let's do an experiment. That's what we're gonna do. Let me take this back to the shop. I'm gonna sell the timber runner and the dolly. I'm gonna pick up that wood chipper and we'll see how much we get. Well, no, actually, I'm not going to sell the dolly. I'm going to get the bigger, or the biggest, what is it called? Tipper. Biggest tipper. The biggest wagon that they sell. Because we're going to need it anyways for what we're doing here. And I'll get the one that a semi can drive. A tractor trailer. Or a tractor. Semi-tractor. And that way we can, once we get the tractor, we can just switch over to using that instead of the dolly. We'll use the tractor for now. So yeah, I'll meet you guys back over there and we'll do an experiment when it comes to the trees. Alright everybody, I think I got everything set up. I decided actually to just use the same tipper because the next tipper that I'm going to use for crops is not compatible with sawdust. So what I want to see here is how many trees did we cut down? That's going to be our test. We made 30,000 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees. So 6 trees is what we're working with. We want to change our cut length back to 1. Because what that's going to allow us to do is do the small little chips, which is what we used to do in the past, if you remember. This machine seems to work pretty well. Doesn't quite have the back end weight I think that the other one had, but it seems to work pretty well. So let's see how well this works. This is what we used to do on the previous maps. We should be able to now do this and just start chipping it in there, right? And it's going into the... Yep. Alright. Can I actually do the 2-meter ones? Maybe if I back up a little bit. I think the 1 meter tend to work a lot better, so you don't get ones that are caught. So that was one of them in. Let me try to get 6 trees into that trailer, and we'll see how far we actually get. Probably right about there. Alright, so let's go for a bit of a drive together. You can see we're just below 100%. This tipper can hold 45,000 units. We're at 44,292. This is only 5 trees. This is not even 6. So if this is anywhere near 30,000, then I feel like it's easier. It might take more trips, but it's going to be easier to work with as far as wood chips versus logs, which makes sense because it's supposed to be more effort to do wood chips. It breaks down obviously into smaller pieces, but it's more bulky. Because as you can see, one load would have taken at least 6, if not more trees, probably, if I loaded it up correctly. Whereas this can only handle 5 trees, maybe another log or 2. But at the same time, I could pile this stuff up and load it up at a different time too. Or I can just run loads. That's not that big of a deal to me. Like I said, I could put a tractor on one of the... Well, actually, no, I can't, because I can't put wood chips on the one that I'm looking for. There's a 60,000 liter trailer. It's actually designed as like a grain trailer, so that's why it only works for grain. So I'm going to lock the cruise control here because it's going to take some effort here to climb up through here. It is quite the climb. Another option would be is to stop the train somewhere and load up the train and then bring it up to the sawmill. I think that'll work. We could haul a lot more then, and it wouldn't be such a trip trying to come up the island, or up the mountains here. Although I haven't forgotten, I still want to build my house somewhere up here. I was thinking like up in this area or something, somewhere near the water, maybe even a waterfall up in the mountains here. Just haven't gotten around to it. Now that I can do the landscaping, I can actually put a road in, I can level things out. It's really neat that you're able to do that, especially for making things fit. And actually, as far as that goes, you can basically revert, or basically wipe an area clean of roads and stuff and rebuild your own farms, basically. You can do it from scratch, in-game. You don't have to do it just through the editor, knowing how to work that stuff. So that's actually a really huge bonus as well. Look at that water coming down here. Isn't that beautiful? It's quite the rapids. It's been quite a while since I took you up through here, so I figured you wanted to maybe see the mountains once more. As I make my way up through here, if this works, I've got a whole lot of wood chips to chip for before we start next episode, because I want to have some fun next episode, and we're going to need some cash to do it. But we'll see how it goes. We may need upwards of like $700,000, $800,000, so I don't think we have that much cash involved. But we'll have to see. Maybe we do and I just don't realize it. But here we are at the sawmill. I don't know if I have to dump it over there by the wood chips or if I can just do it here. Depends on where the chip point is. It doesn't appear to be here, so let's see here. We're gonna have to back this in right over here. Alright, let's see what we get. Oh, it's not looking so good, unless the price isn't that great. $8,000. That is horrible. Alright, in that case, I guess we're switching back to hauling logs, because then I can actually make some money. Which is unfortunate, because it is so much easier to do wood chips, but I guess it is what it is. That's how they're going to have us do it. So, I guess that's the way it's gonna be. And it's unfortunate because I sold things and lost half the money on the things I sold. And now we're gonna probably have to sell the wood chipper, because it's just not worthwhile to use it. But with that, guys, thank you guys all for watching. I think it's a little shorter episode this time, but next episode we're going to come back and have some fun if I can make enough cash here. So enjoy the drive through the mountains here. Thank you all for watching. And as always, guys, take it easy.